Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Scorpio for the month of April 2022. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Also, although I am reading for April, you could be feeling these energies whenever you view this video. It's when you are drawn to the video that you are meant to hear its message. So let's begin. Somebody is fighting to get something, or maybe having to defend themselves, or is thinking of how they're going to defend themselves, or how they're going to get something. And this has to do with a past situation. So going back to the past, first of all, is in question. Whether or not to go back and defend oneself, possibly. Maybe wondering what they might get or receive from that action. They're wondering what the consequences would be. Or the consequences of that action, possibly even the consequences of going back and speaking a truth, or apologizing, or explaining, or demanding an explanation. Could go both ways. So this is either your energy or theirs. It looks like this is all following. It's all connecting. We have somebody who is looking back, going within, looking within, and they're remembering a fall, or having taken a fall, or they could be feeling like a fool. This person did it could be that this person threw up a wall. It's like maybe something happened because they took a fall. So and they're looking in the mirror, and here they're also looking in the mirror, and they're remembering. They're feeling like a fool because the fool holds the mirror up for them, you know. And they were grieving over that. Okay, so what I see here is that a lesson has been learned, because Saturn is ruling here. Something happened by surprise. Somebody took a fall. And it's like possibly learning the hard way, or something very difficult. There was a lot of grief. Somebody threw up a wall. Now, this person is looking back, and they are thinking of going back, and what the consequences of that action might be here in the dice, because they are currently unhappy with their current circumstances. They're unhappy and not fulfilled, or feeling unfulfilled, or feeling that something here is incomplete. And this person is thinking of going back to test the waters. This person still has very strong feelings, romantic feelings, for somebody in their past. Somebody that they may have just closed the door, shut the door, possibly feeling like a fool, maybe feeling like maybe feeling like somebody betrayed them, or maybe even somebody overreacted. Somebody felt, well, this person, they felt pushed, emotionally pushed to the edge. So it's like they could have had like an emotional breakdown, or like lost control of their emotions is possibly what happened here. And they slammed the door shut and locked it. Okay, that's what I feel they did. And they feel like they were pushed to the edge. This person is right on the edge. And it could be that they are thinking of going back because they do still have feelings, or they feel that something's unresolved or incomplete. And maybe they're just trying to figure out how they can go back and defend something, or how they can go back and explain something. There is or will be an opportunity to do this. I feel like it's not something that is presented to them. It is something that they can choose to do with that Two of Swords. So they can choose to go back and open a door and explore that option, because the invitation is like hanging there. They have but to step up and open the door, or remove the lock and the chains that are around their heart currently. Wait a minute, I want to see here. Yeah, see. Okay. There was, what caused this was some type of a difference of opinion. They weren't seeing the same way, or they weren't on the same, it's like they weren't on the same floor. They weren't seeing something the same way, possibly. There could be something that they were refusing to see. Maybe they were refusing to see the other person's side. Things got out of hand. But yet, this is a decision to put more effort into something. Into the Ace of Coins, into a new opportunity, into returning to the past. It feels like they are either wanting to offer something to that person, or they're going back looking for something, seeking answers. Okay. They're very impatient, or in the past they were looking at the other person, and they lost patience with that person, surrounding the healing, or surrounding the balance, having to do with the balance, perhaps of, again, what they were receiving from that other person. They felt the other person was hiding something. But they were thinking, they were wounded. So they were thinking, or their thinking was affected by the wound. But I feel like this person has to go back to complete this somehow, one way or the other. Either they have to go back and offer something, or they're going back to get something. It depends who's who here. And this person, they're thinking of going back, and it could just be, this could happen quite suddenly. They're looking over their information. They're looking at their options. They're fantasizing about going back. They're fantasizing about offering the cup. You see, about what they have, or what. This is about the process of something happening, of them offering you something, and they are thinking about this and fantasizing about it. So like I feel that, there's something they wish to express or they have to tell you, and it does have to do with the emotions here, romantic feelings. So I mean, you're either the person on the ground or you're the knight up on the horse there. In the past, it's like in the past. Okay, I'll go back there. Somebody was holding on to something, and we see it here. Four of coins. This is what got the door locked. Okay, because somebody was holding on to some emotions, okay, having to do with trust here, so they were carrying a lot of burdens. And there was something about that, though, that they weren't seeing. There was something about that they weren't seeing. And so the chariot couldn't move forward. They felt maybe they didn't have, maybe they were trying to control an outcome. There was a puzzle that they needed to solve having to do with something they were holding on to. Could have been trust issues, emotions, fears. There was something that was stopping this person, and maybe that's exactly what it was, that it was their own insecurities, their own fears that stopped that chariot from moving forward. And so then the wheel stops, doesn't move anymore. Until the puzzle is solved. Yeah, you see, because with the chariot here, with the Sphinx, they're down and the eyes are closed. So, and the charioteer, his eyes are closed, so he hasn't solved the puzzle yet. And so the Sphinx are not going to let him pass. They're not going to let him, this chariot ain't going until he figures out the puzzle. Till he figures out perhaps the deeper issue here as to why he wasn't trusting, he or she, as to what exactly they were holding on to, as to why they were afraid. That is the puzzle that they had to solve in order for the wheel to move. Feeling incomplete here. So the tower happened, and this person is thinking back to the tower, okay? Because this person's reflecting on what happened. Here's the tower. This is what happened. And this person has been trying to bury their pain with regards to this ending, but they keep looking back. They've tried to move away, but they can't. The body here is headed forward, but the head is turned backwards, And so this person is just going to turn around and go back. They have to go back and figure things out. They're going to go back and try to rebuild this tower. And how they manage that, is going to be key to its success. And I feel that it is greatly tied into this because they have to solve a puzzle. So they're going back to find these answers in the past. It's what they're going to do. And you are going to get this message. Oh, look at that. I have the King and Queen of Cups. Both are in the upright. So both of these people want this relationship. These people love each other. So you have to go back to find the root of the issue with that Six of Wands as to why it wasn't working. because I feel like they belong together, but there was something that was stopping it. Now, but this person had to choose to go back and do the work, which I see that they are going to do. You will get a message. And I almost feel like we're going through the seasons here. I feel like it may have happened either last summer or in the fall. And I feel like we went through the winter with no communication. And I feel also that we arrive in the spring, and this is where communication, spring, summer, is where communication once again happens. And where things begin to change. And I mean big change, huge change. This is a message that will require a response. So, like, when it comes, you need to answer it. It's very important. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.